Hello, my Gemini friends, and welcome. This will be a general weekly reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for December 9th through December 15th. Of course, dates are approximate and flexible. You may find resonance with this message whenever you view it. Oh, nice, Gemini. Or you may find none at all, since it is a general reading. So take anything that does resonate and leave the rest for someone else. And interesting, Gemini. Yeah, and never put anyone else's judgment before your own. Okay, and also kind of a pre-message. Some of you out there need to hear that. Wow, only one card for each position. Some of you out there need to hear that you're not allowing the universe to do its job. In other words, you need to relax and believe and allow the universe to bring you, what you envision for your future, bring you the future you desire. Okay, so if that message is for you, then make sure you're focused positively with high expectations for the future. Bottom line. Okay, so we're looking for the overall energy from the major arcana here. And so far we have one card each for the physical, mental, and spiritual realms, which is interesting. So it's going to be quite general, I would think. A very general message. Makes sense since it is a general reading, but boy, just one card for each position. And it's taking very long time. The other three cards jumped out so quickly. And now we're trying to get from the major arcana. There we go. The overall energy. The High Priestess. Wow, you're the second sign to get the High Priestess here. So let's take a look at what we have here. Okay. In the physical realm here with the Ten of Cups, it's kind of like, wow, could things be going any better? Right? It looks like you may have reached some sort of a milestone, and I feel like it's a really good jumping off place for the future, right? Like something has culminated, something has come to a conclusion, something again, a goal has been reached, an achievement has been made, and it's fabulous, it's wonderful. It's good for you, and it may benefit others. It could benefit your family. It could benefit your work family, your coworkers, your company. Whatever this specifically is for you, it will vary because it is a general reading, and only one card jumped out for this position. So, of course, it's very general, but boy, beautiful stuff for you this week, Gemini. Something wonderful happens. And again, it's ushering in the start of almost like a new era, I feel. The start of a new era, the start of a new journey, the start of, the next chapter, so to speak. And it's really, really beautiful here. But I think you're worried about what's next, okay? There's some resistance here to what's next. You've reached a milestone. You've achieved something. And it was wonderful, but now you're kind of thinking, oh, where does it go from here? Can it get any better? Can it get any better? And yes, it can. I mean, you've got the energy here of the Ten of Pentacles. It's just being resisted. It's just being resisted, my Gemini friends, because think about it. If you had some doubts, any other card, not any other card, but many other cards could have shown up to indicate your doubts, but the Ten of Pentacles did. You've reached some such great achievement here. Now you're concerned. Well, where do I go from here? Can I duplicate this? Can it actually get better than this? Can it actually be this good? Ten of Pentacles good. Yes, it can. Yes, it can, Gemini. Okay, if this was only about your doubts and your negative thinking, you wouldn't need the 10 of Pentacles here, right? But this is you're doubting that it can get this good, but it can. The energy is here. So I love this. You just have to let go of the resistance, right? You know, sometimes it's like when things go really well, we say, oh, well, you know, how long can this last? You know, when there are ups, there are downs and all that kind of stuff. And we get, you know, we get pessimistic, we get superstitious, and we worry that things are going so well and how can it last? And I really think that's what's going on here. I really think that's what's going on here. And also in the spiritual realm here, you have the 3 of Cups reversed here. And, you know, the universe is encouraging you to, this sounds weird, but what came to me was celebrate within. In other words, with the High Priestess here, this is about, you know, deep inner knowing, deep knowledge. I mean, I actually, you know, have been feeling lately with the High Priestess, you know, knowledge that is born of many lifetimes. Actually, today is really the first day I've been feeling that. But you're the third sign, I think, second or third sign to get this card as the overall energy. And I'm really sensing that there's something going on this week where we're tapping into wisdom that has come from previous lifetimes. You know, it's more than just what we've learned in this lifetime, but it's really deep inner knowing from, you know, like, you know, ancestral deep inner knowing, our deep inner knowing from previous lifetimes, the deep inner knowing of, you know, the universe. I really feel like it's really massive knowledge that we have within us that we need to tap into, that we need to allow to come to the surface, kind of a thing. And that's what I'm feeling with this 3 of Cups reversed. I feel as though this has nothing to do with anyone else. And I'm not talking about the achievement or potential, you know, financial windfall or any of that. I'm not talking about that at all. I'm talking about the alignment with it. And, you know, it's almost as if it's something that you alone can appreciate, if that makes sense. Okay, let me just give an example, a general example. Okay, I have had experiences that have been life-changing for me, that have been almost miraculous to me. And no one else in this physical plane, on this physical plane, can appreciate them the way I do. And some people don't even believe me, I think, right? But there have been a couple of things, and they're not life-changing in the physical realm. They're life-changing in my spiritual realm. It's like evidence of my power, and we all have it. So I'm not just saying me. It's evidence of my power. It's evidence of my worthiness. It's just amazing stuff. And that's the feeling I'm getting here, is that this is all about you and how you feel about it, and how it, and what it means to you. And it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, and it doesn't matter what anyone else believes, because I feel as though if you can get in alignment with yourself, if you can feel the celebration of whatever this is within you, then that's all you need. I know this sounds kind of weird, but this is what I'm getting. It's like, okay, Gemini, it's kind of like, as long as you can appreciate it and believe it, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. Because there is an energetic spirituality to whatever this is. Okay, maybe listen, when we have these achievements, we are obviously lined up with them energetically, because it's not just what we're doing in the physical world. It's like the energy has to be lined up first for it to be able to manifest in the physical realm, right? So whatever this is, you may be aware of the spiritual side of it. You may be aware that you have lined up the energy, and you may be aware of your intuition and deep, deep inner knowing that goes back many lifetimes. And for some of you, this may even be a spiritual, quote unquote, accomplishment, so to speak, or a spiritual expansion, or a spiritual leap of sorts. Others, no, not necessarily, but you're doubting it, and it may, or you're doubting what you're not doubting it. You are worried that what else can there be more? Like, this is so meaningful. Whatever this 10 of Cups is, it's so meaningful to you that can there be more? And it may be outside influences that are affecting you. Maybe there are naysayers saying, well, you can't get better than that. You should appreciate this because that's as good as it gets, or what have you. I'm not sure. All I know is that the universe's message here is basically about you being able to appreciate this within you. Forget about the external, forces. Forget about the physical celebration, so to speak. I feel about that this is all about you and your feelings about it, and your celebration of it, and your belief in it, and that you need that acknowledgement. You need to acknowledge internally how good this makes you feel, how deeply satisfied and joyful you are about this 10 of Cups, so that you can create what's next, so that you can get started on what's next, and so that you can allow this 10 of Pentacles to turn upright. Okay, so I feel like I was kind of all over the place there, Gemini, so I hope it means something to you, or it makes sense at least. And if it doesn't make sense to you and it means nothing to you, go check out your moon and rising sign readings, because sometimes those have more meaning and more resonance. Either way, my Gemini friends, thank you so much for being with me, and I really hope you have a fabulous week, and I'll see you next week.